Oh, yeah, looking just left.
Well, we're still trying to get video, so.
Let's see.
Okay.
So we have.
Yes.
Let me know when we're ready.
I like it, yeah, you mentioned.
I can place it in the Time being 6:30, I call a meeting to order. Please stand. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You have a proclamation? Right. Salvation Army. And then Tiffany here. And Tiffany Johnson. Thank you. Whereas the Salvation Army and its dedicated officers and volunteers serve our communities by meeting human needs through programs that provide meals, shelter, financial assistance, and hope. Whereas the essential services are made possible through the generosity of the local citizens and the Salvation Army's annual Red Kettle Challenge. We're going to win this year again. Whereas the Salvation Army of Denton County seeks volunteers to fill more than 1,000 2-hour bell ringing shifts to help reach its $60,000 holiday goal, supporting those most in need during the season. And now, therefore, I, Jacqueline Carrington, the mayor of the town of Bartonville, Texas, do hereby proclaim the 2025 holiday season as the season to give with joy to the Salvation Army, and encourage all citizens to visit registertoring.com to volunteer as bell ringers and help bring hope to the neighbors between Thanksgiving and Christmas. In witness thereof, I have hereto set the hand to cause the official seal of the town of Bartonville, Texas to be affixed this, the 18th day of November, 2025. I'd like to give this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for all the work you do. You do fantastic work, and we really enjoy helping you. Continue the good work. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so
I'll
much.
take pictures.
Yes. One, two, three, that's good. 1, 2, 3, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. I've been waiting to do
All right.
Pretty good. Some really calm.
Public participation. If you'd like to speak to the council, please fill out a form and hand it to Shannon. Please indicate on the form if you wish to speak during the discussion of a specific agenda item. Remember, council members are not allowed to answer questions during public participation. Please state your name. There's nobody here.
No,
Thank you. Appointed representative has our report. Denton County Emergency Service District Chief Ron.
Evening, Mayor, Council, Mr. Von Parchi, glad to be here. November was, a busy month, but not as busy. It's actually kind of flat for us as far as call wise. Usually I like to get up here and say, hey, it's the busiest month we ever had. And so it was kind of flat outside of the, storms we had. We had in October, we had a really bad series of lightning strikes. We had local fires. There was actually a fatality fire. The lightning strike at Double Oak. And so it was just kind of a crazy week, but other than that, the rest of the month was actually kind of flat. So, I feel like we're gonna be ahead for the year, but the last 2 months, this has been kind of slow. In terms of other activities in October, we did our vaccine clinic, we did that. We also had our stakeholder meeting. Thank you, Mayor, Chief, being there. It's always good to hear what's going on, and I got the nice little brochure on Bartonville. Yeah, we had our kind of breaking away with it, but we had our annual report meeting, and I handed them y'all and said, look what Bartonville's got, how fancy this is, this is nice.
Thank you.
So, a lot of marketing went into that, I'm sure, so. Yeah, we were very excited. The meeting we had was great to hear how everybody's doing. We got to talk, gives me an opportunity to talk a little bit more about what we're doing and our strategic plans and everything. So always enjoy the lunchtime with fellowship there. This month, as far as already, we had this past Sunday was a historic day for us. We have now our very first ladder truck, which is a big deal for us. Obviously, the town that we serve are growing. You know, and if it's not, we got the apartments now, or these big tall schools and, you know, grocery stores and this stuff. So we're getting more complex in our structure. So there definitely time was the need to put a ladder truck in service. So we did that. It was a great event and we had about 100 people there. The weather was awesome, although we didn't plan very well because we had hot chocolate things that we was talking about. So it didn't work out as we planned, but great showing and we're very thankful, just to all the community support we've had. I know ever since I've been here, the support has just been tremendous. I know it you know, predates me as well, but we also use an opportunity to, recognize this is the holiday season. We have so much to be thankful for, but there's so many who don't have. And, you know, we just realized that we partnered with the Argyle Food Bank. We also partnered with Sadie Slade for toys. And so we said, hey, here's an idea. So we're gonna do this, you know, this traditional ceremony where we wash off and push it in. I said, why not we tell people when they come, bring canned goods and foods and stuff to help build those pantries. And sure enough, had great turnout. I think we ended up with about 300 pounds worth of food stuff. And we, even today, we told everybody, if you didn't bring anything, come by the station, all our stations are drop off. So we've had some more stuff dropped off today. So we'll be taking those to the food bank. And so and we'll also probably help with the kettle thing. We'd like to help out there too. So maybe get a help farming up here and ring the bells, you know, so.
She has some slots left.
There you go. Sign me up. I'm sure give me and Kirk there. We'll be. He might show.
We'll do somebody, yeah. There's some people out there.
Megan, she'll love that. She'll get photo off after that, so. We will be at y'all tree lighting. We'll do some, she sent me some notes here. I'll make sure I say it. So we're definitely gonna be at y'all tree lighting on December 5th.
Thank you.
And the Bartonville Santa route is December 15th. So.
Okay.
So just, that's hot off the press. We've been working on getting that. We kind of have to adjust some things. Obviously, we're growing, but we'll definitely be coming through, not only for the tree lighting, but also for Santa.
And you said that was December 15th?
December 15th, Monday, December 15th. This is a route through, that's the Santa route.
About what time?
She didn't put that.
Yes, it did, yeah.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
It's
figured you would.
Yeah, and we'll coordinate all the Santa stuff and so. It's a great time of year. It's a busy time of year, but it's always a lot of fun.
We appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I get out and all these events and stuff. It's like a circus going all over, but it's fun. It's a good, the spirit is, we have a great, all the community we have, they're just great. I'm so thankful, so.
A lot of fun.
With that, I'll take any questions you have.
Appreciate y'all doing that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Police Department, Chief Rose.
Mayor Council, looking at our stats for this past month, you'll notice that we are down from last month in calls for service. Actually, this is the lowest, this year is 109. On our traffic crashes, you'll notice we are up. We only had 2 months this whole year that we were lower than last year. So our biggest month was July, but we did have another 10 accidents back in October. So, and the majority of those, like I think I sent that stuff out to y'all. It's on 407. I gave you the location for the last 3 or 5 years. I can't remember what number I gave, but the majority of them are there. Hilltop is the top one, as we all know. But so that's where our collisions are. Thank goodness there's none interior. And then if you look on your Part 1 crimes, we did have 2 larcenies. Those were at Kroger, and we did have a human trafficking case that the lieutenant is currently working. He's been working with the Child Advocacy Center on that one. And then we go to traffic stops. We are down from the last 5 months. However, you're aware we had an officer out this past month. So that's one of the reasons for that. Anyway, let's go to the Part 1. Well, Part 1 crimes, like I said, that we're at Kroger, I talked about the, we do have Blue Santa coming up program. The Lieutenant's been working on that. We got our Christmas trees out. We got everything posted. So if anybody's interested, grab a tag and come up and you'll bring those gifts up here, and then we'll make sure we get them delivered to the kids in our town.
Chief, was somebody, do we have volunteers to wrap the gifts this year? Do we need someone, or should we bring them wrapped?
Last year, you know, we did have the pals cut out, but we found that out late. Cause they had a coach that took it over. I can check on that. If you wanna wrap them, you can. If not, we'll just probably leave them unwrapped, or, you know, we will find a way that we might be able to get them wrapped. But they came up last minute. I'll give the lieutenant, see if he can reach out to see if they're gonna do it. But if not, that would be great if you would wrap it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And they're due December 8th.
Right.
Thank you. Any questions you have at all, I'll be happy to answer those.
Pretty nice addition.
Yeah.
Yes.
You notice in the back, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you, chief.
that's all I need to do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chief.
Mhm.
Administration, Shannon?
Thank you, Mayor. This is the first month of the new fiscal year 2025-2026. Before we start getting into the specifics, I do want to tell you that the general fund bank account balance as of today is $4,150,841. And the bank balance for reserves is $655,850.36. I'm hopeful to make the transfer from the found money that we made last year this month in November, so hopefully it'll reflect next month.
Which will bring it up to
That's
800,000?
around 8, yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. And our goal is still the million.
I would like to, yeah,
So, all right, we're making progress.
yeah.
Especially when we make the balance, the interest rate will go up. The interest that we earn on that account, so that's gonna help too. So for the month of October, the total revenue collected was $174,079.96. Chief found an error in my report today. Thank you, Chief. I just want to, under on the permit line item, where the permits were collected $13,576.41. And our budget for that was $180,450. So we still have 92.48%
Hmm.
of the budget remaining, not 22. I don't know what my spreadsheet did, so.
Right.
Just wanted to point that out. Thank you. And then, sales tax collections. The town's portion of sales tax revenue received in October was $63,087.62. Representing August 2025 sales activity, brought the 12-month average to $77,394, which is a drop of $4,754 from last month. That's why you see the peak in the back down. Sure. Any questions so far?
Yeah.
All general fund expenditures, total expenditures for October was $194,240.22. Leaving 92.45% of the budget remaining, so very healthy stuff. And just looking over October so far in the bank, it looks like the property tax is starting to catch up, so we should have a bigger deposit next month. Administration expensed $83,874 in the month of October, leaving 93.89% of the budget remaining. Any questions on any of those expenditures?
Are you on page, did you just, was that just page 26?
Expenditures by department administration.
Okay.
Okay, and then expenditures by department police, the next page. The police department expensed $105,541.81, leaving 88.56% of the budget remaining. Do you want to point out on here, if you look at this, contracted services was just the third line down. We expensed $10,154.65. And the budget's $12,200, leaving us 16.77%. That is due to the two items that are in this line item, which are dispatch and radio with Denton County, and we paid those in October. And a lot of the time, October payments are a lot of the annual maintenance, annual contracts. So they'll come out, but then those accounts start balancing back out because they're not used for anything else through the remainder of the year. And that's all I have, unless you have any more questions.
Yeah, we're looking good, and on track.
Mhm.
So, that's good.
And the auditors are still continuing working on 2024, and they started collecting 2025 stuff, so.
I want to thank both of you again for all the work you do on
Thanks.
Yes, thank you.
the guide.
It's excellent.
A lot of compliments. I've been receiving a lot of compliments.
A lot of compliments on the guy. My bride was very impressed, and she's a auditor, if you will, so she's hard to impress.
Thank you for the kind comments. We were able to actually send out over a polling location and a lot of people grabbed it. Then.
Good.
They look real good.
Consent agenda, this agenda consists of non-controversial housekeeping items required by law. Items may be approved with a single motion, items may be removed from the consent agenda by any council member by making such a request prior to motion and vote on the consent agenda. Number one, consider approval of October 21st, 2025 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a
I make a motion that we approve minutes to October 21st, 2025 regular meeting.
So,
all those in favor? Thank you. Motion carries 3-0. Public hearings and regular items, discuss and consider approval of ordinance amending the town's budget for fiscal year beginning October 1, 2025, and ending September 30th, 2026, as adopted by the ordinance 787-25, providing for adjustments to Bartonville crime control and prevention district budget, staff presentation.
Mayor Council. On October 28th, 2025, I took this to CCPD to approve a budget amendment to purchase an Axon real-time translation module. This tool provides immediate translation of spoken language during field interviews when a human interpreter is not available. Key benefits of this new software: improves communications with non-English speaking and reduces misunderstandings, speeds up decision-making during calls, traffic stops, and emergencies, enhances officer and community safety by reducing delays caused by language barriers, supports accurate documentation, understanding of key statements when we're out on calls. This technology will not replace certified interpreters for formal investigations, but will significantly improve communication responsiveness in the field. This module is right at $20,000. It'll be for 51 months. It'll start, if approved, all they'll have to basically do is flip a switch kind of thing, and it goes into our body cameras. All we have to answer any questions at all. I do have a correction on there. It said written. Also, it does not, it only does spoken. It does not do written. I apologize for that. But it can be also used daily. The girls in court, or if somebody comes up with directions for something in our town, we'll be able to just they'll speak into it and then it will respond in English, and we will do it in English and respond to whatever language they have. We've had other people come up, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, mostly is Hispanic, mostly is the Spanish, but it will also assist the girls, us here in town.
So it's multi-language.
50 languages, over
I think
50
it's a
languages.
great idea.
Is this a single device?
It's in your body camera. It's
Okay.
just, all they'll do is a module that you can purchase with it.
Okay.
There's several other modules. They have ones that you speak into it, and it will go and dictate and write the report for you. If we had 10, 15, you had 10, 12 reports a day or not, that would be very beneficial, but we don't get that many reports. So they have all these different modules that this will, you can purchase with Axon. So yes, sir, it's in the body one camera.
So each officer will have a module, if you will, while they're out patrolling. That will be available to the language, the translation.
Yes,
Okay, and then also somebody, Shannon, or
In the office.
in the office.
I actually have mine here that we can
Okay.
use.
Okay.
So I'm here, I can leave it. So it's one of those we purchased enough so everyone would have them. And when we went to the new, because we went away from Watch Guard and did the in-car, well, first we did get the body cameras, and we know we just received the in-cars as well. So this is just one of those features. you know, daily, like you say, this is something that can really be helpful. Even if we're out on with the fire department and they can't communicate, they don't have a Spanish speaker. Typically, most bigger agencies, they usually have somebody that speaks Spanish, so you're right there, but this will assist us when we don't have somebody that speaks Spanish.
Maybe somebody over that doesn't speak English.
Yes.
That's pretty neat.
So now, when you stop and you interact with one of these individuals, does that modulate what was just you, or can another officer also pick up on that same conversation when here, or is it just isolated to you and that individual at that precise moment?
Yes, it's, I mean, if you rolled up on the call, our cameras sync up, so you'd be on that call with me. So if you rolled up on the call, our cameras sync up for purposes of an arrest or something like that. So to answer your question, it would sync up with your camera as well. If you're a police officer.
If you're in close proximity.
Yeah, once you roll up, those cameras sync up, and then you can go to when we put a case together. If y'all roll up on the scene, we would get every one of those cameras, every one of those, if you're over talking with another witness, that'll pick that up, and so that's how the system.
I was just wondering if you were out in the field, if something happened, an emergency took place where the other people, say a person in here, would have access, knowing real time that you're in trouble and you need help. It's not that type of communication.
No, I'm sorry.
Translation.
No, it's just, it won't alert them and they can hear. Now it does not do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if there were a conflict and they could hear your conversation, then they'd be able to react, but they'd have to be close proximity.
They would have to sync up.
You would have to sync up to hear it. So, but we also have other, devices that if I'm I can hit my emergency button, it dispatch will know I'm in, yeah, so as far as what you're requesting, it doesn't work like that, no, sir.
I have one last question. So the 20,000, is that an annual fee or is that 20,000 for the whole 51 months?
The whole 51 months.
Okay, that's a good deal.
It's a very good deal.
All right.
Yes, almost 5 years. And it's, like I said, this will be utilized a lot.
Any other questions? Thank you,
Yes, sir.
appreciate it. Do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve an ordinance amending the town's budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025 and ending September 30th, 2026, as adopted by ordinance 787-25, providing for adjustments to the Bartonville Crime Control and Prevention District budget as presented.
I second.
We need a roll call, hang on.
Yes. Councilmember Sam,
Yeah,
Councilmember Crandall,
Yeah.
Councilmember Aaron's,
Yeah,
motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Number 2, discuss and consider renaming Bryan Street to Hudson Hills Court. We're gonna postpone this to the December agenda, so we can get more information.
All right.
Any future agenda items?
no,
Time being 6:53.